Hi everyone, my name is Fiona Jensen-Hitch and I am a second year food corps service member in Columbia Falls, Montana, working at Columbia Falls Junior High and Reuter Elementary. And today I'm going to be talking to you about some seed starting kits that I made and distributed during COVID at the end of May and beginning of June when schools were closed. So here's a picture of the kit, and here's a closer look at all the materials. So we've got on the left, I've got 3 different varieties of seeds. So each kit had 3 varieties, including a leafy green, since these went out in June, and that was the harvest of the month. I've got a paper bag, coin bags for the seeds, instructions, a recipe, a quart bag with potting mix, 4-inch pots, and harvest of the month stickers. So here's a list of all the materials that I used for each seed kit. Here's a closer look at the seed starting pamphlet. So I created these tri-fold pamphlets, and these were instructions for starting the seeds indoors. Also with a note that they could be started outdoors as well. And each kit also included a harvest of the month recipe, and this was a leafy green recipe for June. So as I mentioned, each kit had 3 types of seeds, including a leafy green for the June harvest of the month. And here I've got some radishes and beans, and I tried to only give out seeds that would be fairly easy to grow, so nothing that would require a lot of maintenance or would be kind of difficult climate-wise, so like peppers or tomatoes. And what I did is, with the help of paraeducators, is we separated out from the large packets of seeds about 5 to 10 seeds into these coin envelopes so that each student would get at least 1 or 2 successful plants from each envelope. So after we had repackaged a lot of the seed varieties and packaged the potting mix into the quart bags, went ahead and assembled the kits. So put the potting mix in the paper bag along with the 4-inch pots, and these I had some left over from previous years, and I also had a bunch donated by a local garden store, so that would be a great resource. And there's the seeds going in, each one with about between 5 to 10 seeds, the 2 pamphlets going in, the instructions and the recipe. And finally, I just went ahead and closed these up, and then just to add a little fun, I had some of these stickers left that I wasn't able to use since schools had closed, so I added the Harvest of the Month sticker onto the bag. And there's the finished seed kit. Now I wanted to talk a little bit more about what I used to provide these kits. So we had the Harvest of the Month mini grant, and I still had some money left over, so that was what I was able to use to purchase the other materials for the kits, and this was mainly for the potting mix, all the bags, and I believe that was pretty much it. We had a lot of seeds left over from previous years, as well as I was able to get seeds donated by various seed companies. So that was where I sourced all of the materials and was able to use that grant for this. Now, in terms of distribution, what I did is that in May and June, since it was still technically school but remote, the lunches were being delivered along the bus routes to students every day. And so what I did is I spoke with the bus coordinator, and I sent the kits along the bus routes to be handed out alongside lunches to any student that wanted them. I sent out 350 kits, and we have about almost 2,000 students in the district, so it was available for any student that wanted it, but I was not able to make one for every single student, really just due to time and capacity and funds. But that was the main project that I worked on during COVID while schools were closed this past spring.